All right, I got one simple question. What the heck is Call of Duty? Is it a military shooter? Is it a battle royale? Is it some kind of hero shooter? I honestly can't tell you. I mean, I could if we were back in 2009 with the original Modern Warfare 2. Heck, even go back to 2018 with Black Ops 4. Now, I have no idea. The first thing I see when I log on is this, and then I see this? Aren't these comic book characters? Since when are comic book characters in a modern military shooter? I could be wrong there, but what? Or how about that battle pass? Look, don't get me wrong. I actually love the idea of picking the path that you want to get the rewards that you want, but what the heck is this? These character skins in Call of Duty? I mean, I had heard about what was going on in the current game out right now about celebrities and everything, but geez, I mean, if you want to copy Fortnite, just say so. So after finally getting through all these promotions, signing into my account, verifying my phone number twice due to the game's iffy servers, having a bazillion more battle passes prompts for me to buy, I finally got to the main menu. Now select the battle pass again. Seriously, are you kidding me with this right now? Finally, after getting a real back button, I could click on the beta for Modern Warfare 3. Okay, look, you want the quick and easy impressions? Modern Warfare 3 is fine. It's Call of Duty. It's an adequate shooter with decent graphics and plays okay, I guess. But it feels like Call of Duty from 2009 and not in a good way. GTK is very high, movement feels sluggish sometimes, while others, it can actually feel decently good, at least on PC. I'm not sure how consoles feel. Inputs feel laggy, and weapons glitch sometimes, like reloading or switching usually. Look, I know this game's entire marketing, especially this game, is all on nostalgia. The most popular maps from the original Modern Warfare 3. Wait, what? Oh, sorry everyone, my bad. The most popular maps from Modern Warfare 2. Oh, okay then. So with that being the main focus, a zombies mode that looks like, well, this, I guess. I saw some outcry online for this. I am really questioning, what do COD fans want from this franchise? Has the fan base moved from the Call of Duty of the past? Do they prefer this like mix of hero skin shooters with what maybe looks like a modern military shooter? I'm not really sure. Or is this just to get old players back? And look, I get it. Nostalgia is a big factor for many. How many times have we ever heard, well, just take X game, upgrade the graphics, and include some quality of life stuff, and boom, instant classic. Trust me, I have said this a few times for games that I personally like Battlefield, Uncharted multiplayer, Titanfall, and so on. But there is something about this beta that made me realize that this is all it has, the nostalgia. So let's break down what I mentioned up above in my quick short notes. First, let's look at graphics. Look at the graphics of this game. It does not really seem like it's improved significantly from the games of old. Sure, there is some higher frame rates, especially if you're on PC and the more modern consoles, and some details, but even that can be a hit or miss. COD has never had the best record with performance on PC, especially with things like frame rates jumping all over the place, mouse acceleration, and so on. And this is even with the recommended specs being not that high. So when I booted up this game, things like textures, shadows, and other effects just kind of look fine, to be perfectly honest. But I don't know, maybe I'm the boomer of this conversation here, but I would expect at least after 10 plus years of this franchise going on, we'd see a little increase in quality at least. I mean, I looked back at what the original games were back in 2008, 2009, and compared to this day. And yes, there are clearly some improvements, but not from a distance, and definitely not when you look at it a lot closer. It definitely doesn't feel like it. Again, frame rate aside, that's obviously gone up because of the power of the consoles and the powers of PCs and everything. but it just feels like, I don't know, maybe it's time for a graphics overhaul. I'm not saying to switch engines, or maybe I am saying that. I'm not really sure, but it just feels like CoD is still stuck in the past. Again, someone who used to play the games back in the early 2000s and even tried out Black Ops 4. I don't know, this just feels like it's still stuck in the past or something. All right, let's move away from graphics and let's go into what is most important, at least to most, and also what it can be the most subjective, and that is gameplay. Everyone is going to have their preference when it comes to playing, whether it's movements, gunplay, TTK, and so on. So if you don't agree with these takes of mine, that's totally fine. Not everyone's going to agree with points unless it's something simple like earning cosmetics in game is better than just only being able to buy them. Hopefully, at least. Now, movements. I played this game on my PC, which sports a i9-10900K, 3080 for a graphics card, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. So it's above the recommended specs. It's not the most powerful PC out there, but it's no slouch either. So things like frames were not really an issue. I must say though, there were still times where it felt sluggish, and looking back at the recording, my frames were not dipping, so I'm not exactly sure what was going on. But especially when going back and playing something like Titanfall 2, which is easily one of my favorite first-person shooter games, I'm not sure if I was expecting it to feel like the original Modern Warfare 2, or I'm just remembering how that game was, and apparently I was wrong, but the movement just felt off. Now, I'm not sure how this feels on something like consoles, but on PC, it just felt, again, off. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. I've talked with some friends who also play on PC, and they're like, yeah, no, I agree. The movement just feels weird. And I even jumped back into Black Ops 4, which unfortunately trying to find a match for that is nigh on impossible. But I jumped back in, and even that movement felt better than this beta. And don't give me the, oh, it's a beta, it'll be fixed before launch. I've heard that way too many times. That's not the case here. Again, I don't know what it is. Try out the beta yourself, or if you're on console, let me know how it is compared to a PC. But regardless, it shouldn't feel like this, especially for something that's this high in terms of a first-person shooter, has this many players. It just felt off. And that also goes for the gunplay and the TTK. Now, gunplay is a little bit of a mixed bag, which I was actually kind of shocked about. There are times where I was aiming down sights and it's snappy and responsive, which is great. And then there are other times where it's super sluggish, no input response, and there were things that I should have been able to grab onto to just simply mantle up a little bit, and it wasn't letting me for some reason until like 5 to 10 seconds later, and then I could finally get up. So what the heck was that all about? Then there's the actual weapons themselves. I picked up the basic assault rifle before even being able to customize any classes or kits or anything like that. Just pick the very basic one. Not hard to control, but there are some times where I felt that I would fire off a few shots across the map and obviously didn't expect to kill my opponents, which is the way it should go. Then there are other times I would do the exact same thing, same distance and everything, and I knew the opponent wasn't hit or anything because there wasn't other opponents around him, at least according to the mini map, and I would beam them across the map and I get the kill. Or even a little more frustrating times was that happening to me. So there are definitely times where I felt like I would either get beamed across the map or I could get hit by like 10,000 bullets and nothing would happen. And no, it's not my connection or anything, because my internet is actually really good and everyone else was working just fine. All pings and everything like that, it was actually working out very well. So I'm not really sure what the heck was going on there. I don't know if this is due to the same engine systems that were used way back in the day, where it's basically shoot where you point and you get the hits, or are there things like bullet drop and other mechanics from other shooters? I doubt CoD is doing that still to this day, but I'm assuming that it's using the same mechanics that we've used ever since, again, the original Modern Warfare 4 and Modern Warfare 2 and all that stuff, right? And when I say Modern Warfare 2, I mean Call of Duty 4. So taking all of that now and then combining that with the super fast TTK just made things crazy. Now, yes, I know TTK has always been pretty fast in CoD games. Maps are small, favoring things like close quarter games unless you pick the more BR mode or the newish vehicle mode that's been in the last few games. However, with everything mentioned above and up until now, it just feels off. Now, again, like I've stated before though, I don't know if this is on consoles or if it's just on PC, and it's one of those things where having the higher frame rate and the better higher level PCs in terms of hardware and everything makes some engines not work the greatest. We've seen this in other games as well. I just don't know what's going on, but with everything just, working, it feels like it's working against me for something. I'm not really sure what it is, but it just feels weird. But then here's the thing. I go back and boot up one of my favorite games, and this is, by the way, if you don't believe me, go back and boot up this game, Titanfall 2. It's for $2 right now online, at least on Steam it is, and also on Origin, but get it on Steam because you know you want to. Or I guess you could also boot up Apex Legends. I haven't played that game in a long time, but Titanfall's better, let's be perfectly honest here. But just see how it handles. I jumped back into the first game in Titanfall 2. The movement, now obviously not the double wall jumps or anything like that, but it just feels so fluid. Switching between weapons, interacting with certain things, etc. It all just felt better. And Titanfall 2 is obviously older than this Modern Warfare 3 beta. So what's going on? Now, I know Modern Warfare 3 will sell well as it always does. The series just simply does. It's Call of Duty. But I have to seriously ask, is this just the future of the series? Or has this been something ever since I left playing these games back in 2011, 2012 when I, had to go and work and everything like that? Was Black Ops 4 just me remembering what I wanted to remember since I only played the game for 2 to 3 months with my friends, and then after that we just didn't play anymore because finding matches was hard? I'm not really sure. I really don't. And by the way, I know it's the thing to bag on COD and everything, but I'm seriously trying to enjoy this beta. Again, I enjoyed the games of the past, even up to titles like Black Ops 4, but this, it just felt okay, I guess. Look, I know this might have sounded a little bit like a negative video and everything, and I'm not trying to bash the game, but I just wanted to give my impressions when it came to the beta, because when I saw the trailer for this game, especially the gameplay, I was like, holy crap, I remember all those maps, playing those back in the college dorm when I was a freshman with my friends on the Xbox 360 and everything. And then jumping into some of those maps, now I'm just like, this doesn't feel like how it felt back in the day. And I don't think it's just something as simple as, well, you were playing at 30 frames then, so playing in higher frame rate is gonna make it feel different. I don't think that's the case, because again, I go back and play a game like Titanfall 2, and that just feels infinitely better. It seriously does. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here with this Modern Warfare 3, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know that in the comments below though. What are your thoughts on this game? And just, have you tried this beta out? What are your thoughts on the, are you going to buy this game, or have you ditched COD for a while now because it just hasn't changed enough, or it doesn't feel like it should, or things are coming back? I mean, I've seen little shorts on TikTok where they're saying all these features are coming back, and it's like, but these features never should have left. It feels like, well, COD's pulling a Battlefield essentially, where they've took out all these features for some reason, and now they're bringing them back. So what's going on here? I want to know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Let's keep this civil. We'll reply as fast as we possibly can. I enjoy reading all your comments, but I'm interested to see what your opinions are on this game and this beta. But anyway, I've rambled on enough here. If you enjoyed the video and enjoy these types of discussion videos, then a like and a comment would be greatly appreciated. Also, a sub helps us out a ton. Shows us that you enjoy these videos and that you want to watch more of these going forward. Plus, it's free. Anyway, everyone, I've been Tallen with Direct Gaming. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Have a great week. Have a great day. And until next time, everyone, Johnny.